Hey. Hi. Hi. How we doing? How's everyone doing? Hi Muffin. Hi Risu. Hi Jose. Hi Raven. Hi. Yo, yeah. Hi Mango. Is that Seth? It is. I know. Crazy. I just keep sneaking in here like this, yeah. Oh, maybe the music's a little loud. I just noticed the bars going. Alright. Showed up early to drop off the extra large shipment of copium. Oh my god, aren't that's so right. Keiichi, the world's like the leading buyer of fucking copium. He just could not catch a break, that guy. But hi, yeah. You were sleeping, but then a beautiful mage woke me up. Aww. Aww. I'm glad you're here. But yeah, sleep if you want. Sleep if you need. I know I need a nap, but like, I'll sleep when I'm dead. Got a huge shipment back order copium once my borrow's name on it. Where you want me to drop it? Oh, you just put it by the door, actually, yeah. He'll get to it eventually. I need answer. Yeah, I know, right? Oh, we're all so excited to get to the answer arcs because I know a lot of us were just burdened when we were reading the question arcs. I think my favorite. You know what? I'll save it for when we get to that page. I'll save it. But yes, hi everybody. Welcome. This stream I'm going to be yapping about Higurashi, aka I'm going to give you a summary, a little bit of a rundown of the question arcs. Yeah, because Higurashi's a little bit different. Higurashi's a big old series. What is Higurashi, maybe you're asking? Maybe you don't know, maybe. Well, Higurashi, otherwise known as Higurashi not... I can't even say it, I'm just so excited. Higurashi no Naku Koro ni, or When the Cicadas Cry, is the name of the series, baby. It's a Japanese murder mystery doujin soft visual that was produced by the 7th expansion. It comprises of the first 2 entries when they cry franchise. The series focuses on a group of friends living in the fictional village of Hinamizawa when strange events begin to occur in 1983. But, like, fun fact, it says fictional village, but it's like a 1-for-1 reproduction of, like, some small village out in Japan. I forget the name. Hold on, let me go get the name. Let's make this, like, the most informative PowerPoint there is. Village Higurashi is based off of... Oops. Sorry. I always mean to, like, have this in the PowerPoint, but, like, when I'm making it, I don't think about it. Oh! The real-life village is based on Shirakawa-go in Gifu Prefecture. So if you really want to know... Oh yeah, Muffin got it. Yeah, that one. That's how you spell it. That is like the one... It is like a 1-for-1, like, replication of that. Like, watching the anime and, like, going on, like, Google Slides, and going on Google Maps or whatever, it's, like, exactly the same. Exactly the same. It's so cool to see it, like, animated versus real life. If I, like, ever go to, like, the rural Japan, I definitely want to go there. It looks so cool. I'd love to see the shrine and stuff. You gotta hide my wallet for these financial times. I feel you. You got a Higurashi figure in Japan? Oh my god, which one? Which one? But, tell me. I love Higurashi. Greetings, Lady Butterly. Hello, Antimatter. Welcome. And the Veil Guardians, yes. Bro, I don't know. What do you mean you don't know? It's one of the twins? Oh, okay. Was she in the maid outfit? Or, not the maid, the Angel Mort outfit? Because those ones are a little bit rarer. The rarest ones are, I think, Rina and a girl you don't know yet in, like, the Angel Mort outfits. She was not? Okay. Well, that's still cool, though. The only one I have that, like, I've been able to get my hands on anyway is, like, the pop-up parade Reina one, like in her school outfit, like in the picture here. I've gotten that one, and that's the only one I've been able to grab. There was one of Satoko that I really wanted, but it was like a really nice statue, and it was like $400, and I was like, oh, I can't do it right now, damn it. Just a bunch of cheap figures from secondhand stores, but that's the good shit, because Higurashi, the first season came out in like 2006, so it's like secondhand stores are gonna be where you find that shit. Like Higurashi Go, like one of the newest seasons, Go and Sotsu, like they had some stuff re-roll out, but like it was so hard to get a hold of, at least for me. Maybe I just had bad luck. They're so expensively cheap. That's a good way to say it, actually. Yeah, like a lot of the really old ones you could probably find for pretty cheap. It's just like finding them is the problem. But yeah, and so Higurashi is very focused on like character and story and of course the mystery. So like, but who are the characters? Let's get into it, yeah? So like, top row here, these are our main squad. These are like the main characters, our friends, our pals, our classmates. Far left, we'll start at the far left. That is Keiichi Maibara. Keiichi Maibara is who we are, the point of view is through him. Sorry, I don't know why I had such a hard time saying that. You got one that was like 500 yen, that's like $3. Ooh, that's good shit. I mean, I get figures from secondhand mainly. It's true. It's a really good way to go about it. Like, honestly. Oh, well, let me scooch over. I'm, like, blocking some of it. Okay. So, top row, starting left, Keiichi Maibara. He's kind of our main character in the, like, at least for the first season of the anime, he is the main character. We see the story through his perspective through most of the books, I will say. Keiichi is a brand new transfer student. He transferred in after his father moved to Hinamizawa because his father's an artist and he wanted to be more out in the boonies to get more inspiration. And so Keiichi moved with him and his mom. They live in there now in a really big house. It's like a big deal that he has a big house because this town is so small and like just so like I keep saying about out in the boonies, like no one's got money. It's all like secondhand stuff, which is why you'll see all their uniforms are different. They all go to the same school, but because like everyone's so poor, every uniform they get is secondhand, the cheapest one they can get. It doesn't matter if it doesn't match or not. Keiichi has two personalities. He's either a coward and depressing or the most Giga Chad person I know. It's true. It's true. One of my favorite lines from him, I think it's in the third book, where he just goes, 1,115 seconds. That's all it would take. That's all it would take for me to kill him. And I'm like, oh, that was pretty cold, actually. The way he just monologues about how easily he could do it and would fix so many problems. And then, okay, next we got Reina. Reina Ryugu. We learned that Reina's not actually her real name, and one of the tips in the book, it's Riena. But she changed it to kind of escape her past. She moved to Hinamizawa like a year-ish, I think, before Keiichi moved there. So she's also not from Hinamizawa, but like is from Hinamizawa. It's a little complicated. It's like she was born there, moved away, and came back. But yeah, she moved back in the middle of the semester for reasons. I think in the first book, they kind of talk about it a little bit, how like she broken a bunch of windows at her old school, talking about Oyashiro-sama. She had put a few kids in the hospital, that kind of thing. But basically, her thing is that, like, when she sees something cute, she needs to take it home. Also, the yandere. Well, I know that's, like, a lot of people like to put her as the yandere, but it's actually technically incorrect to refer to Reina as the yandere type. Reina, because here's the thing, yes, she kills, but it's never for her love interest, and that's kind of the whole thing for yanderes, is that they kill for their love interest. She never does that. She does kill, but it's never for Keiichi, right? And as a matter of fact, in a few of the books, she is actually trying to kill him. Yeah, they didn't talk about it much in the first book. It was like, that is what the dere part means. What? Hold on. On the other hand, it's also, ouch, don't hurt yourself. Goddamn. She killed for her family, right? Yeah, it's something like that. I know that they don't touch it yet. It's in one of the later books where it gets into more of what's going on with her. But basically, her dad is divorced. I think it's divorced. I don't think it's her mom is dead or anything. But it's her and her dad living in Hinamizawa. But yeah, technically, not yandere. And I thought they talked about it in the first book. Maybe it's in the tips, and like we didn't read those on stream with you guys. The dairy part in the yandere dairy is like the affection part. Oh, I see what you're saying now. But yeah, no, I wouldn't call her yandere at all. She's all yawn, no dairy. Okay, yeah, fair enough. Fair enough. In the middle, we have Mion Sonozaki. Mion is the oldest of the group here. She is kind of their leader. She runs the club that they're all part of, the game club. She is one of the big, like, Sonozaki is one of the big families in Hinamizawa. Like, Hinamizawa is kind of run by the 3 families. Her family is one of them. One order, Reina, please. Extra yawn, no dairy. Goddamn. And she's next in line to run the family. We learned in, like, book 2 that the Sonozakis, I think it's in book 2, that we learn about the Sonozakis. They're most, like, it's very accurate to say that the Sonozakis are, like, the mob bosses. Like, they are the mafia. They run that town, and, like, a lot of the neighboring towns are just run by the Sonozakis. Their family is that big and has, like, that much influence. Oh, big family. Totally thinking about it. Goddamn. Next up, we have Satoko Hojo. She is one of the younger ones. I think Rika is still younger, but, like, her and Rika are both, like, I don't know, like, somewhere between, like, 8 and 12. Mion is supposed to be, like, 17, 18, something like that. And then Keiichi and Reina are supposed to be, like, 15, 16. It's something like that. Their ages are somewhere around those, areas, I guess. Satoko's whole deal is that she's very independent, very much like, oh, didn't see that coming. She's known for her pranks. She likes to pull pranks. Sometimes they actually end up hurting people, but she's like, get good, scrub. She cooks, cleans, she does a lot of stuff on her own. Her parents are both dead. She was living with her abusive uncle, but then he, like, moved away after one of the happenings, I'll say for now. And so her and Rika live together up in one of the old storehouses near the shrine grounds, the Furude Shrine. And her best friend is Rika Furude, the last one in our main character list. Rika Furude is the very quiet, very like, yush, there, it's okay, try your best. She is the last surviving member, if I remember right, of the Furude family. The ones who run the temple, the ones who speak for their guardian deity, Oyashiro-sama. She is the shrine maiden. She performs every year at their summer festival, doing the Watanagashi. You got Mion on there twice? Stop it! Stop. Alright, and at the bottom here, we have some side characters that there's other characters in the stories, don't get me wrong, but in my opinion, these are the ones that are important. Okay? So we have Takano on the top there. We're gonna start at the left again. Top left, Takano. She is the nurse at the Ire clinic. She is also the one that usually lore dumps to Keiichi in all the books about what Urashi-sama, Watanagashi, all that stuff. She knows a lot about the village's history, and it was always kind of assumed that there's something else she's like researching something. In the second book, I believe it was, yeah, the second book, she kind of breaks into one of the shrine storehouses and, like, rambles on about the village being demons and this and that. And so, like, she's taking pictures. So you kind of know that she's doing something else, but we never quite got a clear picture as to what exactly she was looking for in Hinamizawa. Bro, what's with Oshi art? What do you mean? That's how he looks in that. Oh, yeah. So that's something else. The art, we'll get to it at the end. I have, like, a bonus slide, but, like, this art is all from the newest season, like the Go and Sotsu. So the art style is a little different. And yes, that's what he looked like in that season of the anime. He looks more suave, much less I'm about to retire. It's true. But yeah, Oishi is the middle, top row there. He is the police officer, investigator. He is the, like, textbook, like, I'm retiring next year and I gotta solve one more case and I'm gonna make it this case, because he's been on the trail for forever. He believes that there's more to the mystery in this village and he's gonna figure out what it is. And then on the top right, we have Irie. Irie runs the clinic, the only hospital in Hinamizawa that is within distance for anyone to get to should they need medical care. Take notes. And he's also the baseball coach of the local team. Bottom left, we have Tomitake. Tomitake is a freelance photographer who comes to Hinamizawa every summer to take pictures of the birds. He, in the first book, is the reason Keiichi even starts to suspect anything is wrong. We'll get into that on the next slide when I talk about the first book. Middle bottom, we have Satoshi. Satoshi Hojo is Satoko's older brother that went missing, I think, 1 year ago? Yeah, 1 year ago from the story. And bottom right, we have Shion, which is Mion's younger twin sister. She does not go to the same school as Mion for reasons. Keiichi's best friend in book 1, or the worst enemy in books 3 or 4? Yeah. Boo. Yes. So Higurashi has... Let's see. There's multiple books, but something you need to understand is that it's all the same story. It's just a bit of a time loop thing. Once we get to the end, it starts over, and sometimes things change a little bit. Reasons, because she doesn't fucking exist. Figment of Mion's imagination. God, you guys were so salty. Okay, book 1. Book 1 was called the Onikakushi. Onikakushi means demoned away. This book was meant to serve as like your entry point, of course. It's a slow burn. I would say it's the slowest burn out of all the Higurashi novels. It's really setting up like, what is Hinamizawa? Where is it? What's going on? Who are these people? Who is Oyashiro-sama? It's a heavy focus on Oyashiro-sama, what he does. And it's in Keiichi's point of view. A lot of these are from Keiichi's point of view. Alright, let's see. Alright, I wrote down like a quick summary. This is as small as I can get it, I feel like, and still understand. So I'm just gonna read this to you guys. Don't worry about it. It might be kind of small and a lot of words. Don't worry. I got you. The first arc is dedicated to exploring and getting to know Hinamizawa and the villagers who live there. Keiichi has just moved in this small village from the city and meets the other main cast members. They all go to school together and have a game club. Keiichi's mundane happiness is shattered when he learns of some gruesome murders that took place near the damn construction site. Strangely, all of his classmates act like nothing has happened and tell him that there was no such event. Keiichi slowly slips into madness, not knowing if he can trust his friends. He learns of Yashiro-sama's curse, the Watsunagashi. How is there more to this village than what anyone is telling him? Keiichi works with the Oshi to try and uncover the truth, but eventually is killed himself, leaving a note asking whoever finds it to uncover the truth. So, that's a lot, and I know. But like, I would say a solid 75% of the first book is just like slice of life shenanigans. There's a reason like people just didn't get into Higurashi, and it's really sad because it gets so good. It gets so good. Like it's a slow burn for a good reason. It's like one of those things where it's like you need to see how happy and slice of lifey this is to understand why Keiichi just loses his fucking shit, right? You need to see how normal everything was until that one little thing just takes him over the edge. Me who was worried, phew, she got me. So yeah, the big like turning point in this one was like everything's super happy, whatever. He goes up to the junkyard with Reina one day after school, and like she's digging for some treasure because like she likes to look for buried treasure, and if it's cute, she takes it home, right? Jesus Christ, these cars are so loud. So when she's out there digging, she's like, hold on, I'm gonna go run back and grab something to like cut up some of this debris to make it easier to reach. And like, at that point, Keiichi's hanging out by the junkyard and whatever, and Tomitake comes up to him. He's like, hey, what you doing? I thought you were talking to somebody. Is there a girl here? And Keiichi's like, yeah, she just had to like run back and hide a body she killed. And then Tomitake's like, yeah, that was a fucked up event, wasn't it? And Keiichi's like, the what now? And Tomitake is the one that has to be like, yeah, no, they never found one of the arms. And Keiichi's like, the what now? And so after that, that's when he starts asking everybody, hey, what about this? Did this happen? And everyone's like, nope, nothing. nothing, no, nothing happened, no. And he slowly starts to, like, question everything, because no one will tell him what happened. He's like, if this happened, then, like, why isn't anyone saying anything? And, like, at some point, he's like, so maybe Tomataki was joking with me. Maybe he was also pulling my leg, right? Because I pulled his leg first. Maybe he was kidding, right? No. Because then he finds a tabloid that has a report, an article about all the murders. How every year in Watsunagashi, someone is killed and someone disappears. And so the big question from this arc, what was the cause of Keiichi's paranoia? Some of these questions, I would say, maybe is a little subjective, I guess, or objective, whatever the word is for not fact-based. Like, somebody could be like, no, I think the big question is how the fuck did Mion and Reina get in his house? Like, you know, but like me, I believe that this is the question you should be asking after reading the first book, is what actually causes paranoia? Subjective, thank you. If this happened, why isn't anyone saying anything? Oh, because that didn't happen and you're crazy, yeah. Yeah, I know the common thing when we were reading this all together was, wow, I love this book. Gaslight, gatekeep, get fucked, Keiichi. And this one is also where that really, what is it? I don't know. I can't say memed on anymore because, like, it was more memed on, like, way back in the day. But this is where that, like, Usada! That scene comes from. That's from the first book of Higurashi, when Reina loses her shit and just says, you're the fucking liar. Who are you talking to in that police car? We know you're talking to Oshi. Why would we tell you anything? And, like, yeah. There's also themes of, like, Reina being, like, crazy and then the next minute super sweet. And Keiichi wondering if that's really Reina or not. They do bring it up. Mion and Reina both say, can you stop acting like him? And Keiichi's like, fucking who? Who am I acting like? And they're like, Satoshi, you're acting just like he did before he disappeared. Stop it. So now Keiichi's like, who the fuck's Satoshi? I thought nothing happened, you know? But yes, what was the cause of Keiichi's paranoia? Book 2. The Watsunagashi, or the Cotton Drifting book. This one is about Shion. This is like where she gets introduced. This is the longest to read of the question arc books. Not physically, but just like mentally, if that makes sense. Like the book 3 has the most chapters out of any book in the Higurashi series, but these chapters in this one were so much longer. This one will take you the longest to read, I promise you. Also because, and this is my personal opinion, the most boring of the question arcs. Like this one, it wasn't for me. In my opinion, this is the most boring. So if you get through this, you're gold. Like, in before Keiichi's actually just reincarnation of Satoshi. That's a good guy. I like that theory. Oh look, Mion in front of a mirror. You guys were so shook. You were like actually having debates if Shion existed or not. It was wild trying to read this with you guys on stream. But yeah, okay. Keiichi wins a game tournament, but his prize is just a doll. He decides to give it to Reina, thinking that the tomboy Mion wouldn't want it. Mion feels a bit hurt that Keiichi didn't see her as a girl. Later on, we see that Keiichi runs into Mion at the Angel Mart. She says her name is Shion and that is she actually Mion's twin sister. Later, he runs into Mion and Shion at the same time, confirming they are in fact two different people. Up until that point, Keiichi was so sure that Shion was just Mion acting like a girl because she doesn't get to act like a girl all the time. At the Watsunagashi festival, Keiichi, Shion, Takano, and Tomatake break into the Sayugaden. Takano tells the village's past and how the villagers are descended from demons. Takano and Tomatake both are found dead later on. Shion becomes paranoid that she and Keiichi both will be next. Oyashiro-sama's curse again. Days later, Keiichi decides to confront Mion on the curse, having reason to believe that she is the one behind all of it. She knocks out Keiichi and reveals to him in the underground torture prison. Keiichi is left unconscious again when wakes up, and she hears that Mion and Shion are both dead. So that was a lot. But yeah, basically it comes down to like he's working a bit more with Oshi, or he learns on his own that like the Sonozaki's kind of call the shots. So he's like, there is no fucking curse. You guys are using your mafia power to, like, make these people disappear. Oh, guess he doesn't exist. Takes another sip. Oh my god. But yes, like, there's a solid, like, 6 chapters, I want to say, out of, like, the 13 that, like, it's playing up the whole, is Shion a separate person? Is Shion just Mion? Like, you don't know. And I'm sitting there like, yes, we fucking know. They're 2 separate people. Duh. Yeah, there was a trick. If you pay attention really close in that book, you can see it. There is a difference in their sprites. I never told you guys that because I liked you guys, like, trying to fucking figure it out. It was too funny. But anyway. Yeah, so we learned that Mion is, like, the next to, she believes herself to be a demon, and that everyone in Hinamizawa is demons, and there's no changing that fate. That's kind of, like, another big thing. But the big question, and this one you can't say is subjective, because it's literally one of the last things you read in that book, and if you're trying to ask a different question from this book, you are fucking wrong. The big question in this question arc is, how did Keiichi talk to Shion after she was dead? Because he was talking to Shion, right, on the phone or whatever, but then, like, once he wakes up in the hospital after all this shit is said and done, right, the cop tells him that Shion had been dead for 2 weeks. And Keishi's like, fuck, how long was I out? And he's like, a couple days. And he's like, that's not possible then, because I was talking to Shion before I got knocked out by Mion. But he's like, nope, our records show that she's been dead for weeks. So how could that happen? How did he talk to Shion after she was dead? These are so fun. I love these question arcs. Shit, I do remember. Yeah, see? Yeah, you guys were all really like, oh fuck, we need the answer book now. And I'm like, too bad, we got like 2 more question books to read first. Time dilation, something to do with moving close to the speed of light, time travel, Kono Dioda. Oh my god. Muffin, you can't just Kono Dioda or your way out of every single question arc. You can't do that. Alright, let's see. Alright. Chapter 3, Tatori Goroshi. This is the one that I had the hardest time spelling. Every time I made the waiting room for this stream, from when you were reading this one, I literally had to spell check it like 7 times, because I did not believe that I was correct. Tatori Goroshi is the curse-killing arc. There's a focus. This one, it focuses on Satoshi, Satoko, her backstory, what she's about, all that shit. The cursed child bullshit that goes on, and baseball. Woo, baseball! Let's give it up for baseball! Yeah! Getting a sip here. Anyone got the answer sheets? I didn't expect us to be quizzed today. No, don't worry. This is me just reminding you of the questions. So when we read the answer books, you're like, oh! And not just oh, that's neat, you know? And also, in case somebody, like, doesn't want to, like, read the question books, this is your quick version. I will say, this is, like, the Cliff Notes of Cliff Notes. If you have any interest at all, even after me talking about this, go read the books. They're very good. Godspeed getting through the first one. Again, it's very slow burn, but I believe in you. What? No. God damn it, guys. The best book so far. It's true. Tatori Goshi is my favorite of the question arcs. I really, really like it. I think it hits the hardest. It's so good. Right. Next page. Here we go. Keiichi's mom and dad have left for town for a few days for work. Keiichi laments the fact that he'll have to make his own food. Oh my god. Every preteen boy's fucking nightmare. After some teasing, he later challenges Satoko to a cooking challenge. That night, Rika and Satoko both go over to his house and check up on him, only to see him nearly burning his house down. Satoko cooks the 3 of them a meal, and Rika chats about Satoko's past and her Nini. Nini is like a slang for a big brother. Satoko's uncle Tenpei takes custody of Satoko. He is very abusive in his alcohol and gambling problem. Keiichi tries to get CPS involved, only to find out from Irie and Chie that Satoko has made the false accusations before and they won't likely move on it this time. Chie is their classroom teacher. Feeling powerless, Keiichi decides to take matters in his own hands and get rid of Teipei. On the night of Watanagashi, he kills him and buries his body while everyone else takes Satoko to the festival. However, the next day, everything seems to be back to normal, as if nothing had happened. that Keiichi was at the festival with everyone and Satoko was at home with her uncle. Keiichi tries to confine Irie, but Keiichi is now on the run because Irie is like, you're fucking crazy. And he like tries to get Keiichi wrapped up. He takes Satoko out from her uncle's house and tells her everything. Satoko mistakes Keiichi for Rika's murderer and pushes him off the bridge. Keiichi wakes up later. Everyone in the village is dead except for him. And every time Keiichi wished for someone dead in this arc, they died. Right, sorry. I kind of missed a sentence in there. While Keiichi takes Satoko out of her uncle's house and is on the run with her, explaining everything that's happening, they run up to the shrine because Sotoko's like, that's where my house is. Let me go in there and at least get a change of clothes. They go up there and they find Rika dead. But Satoko doesn't see her dead at first. Keiichi finds Rika dead. And like, as he's like trying to get the birds away from her body, he drops his axe that he's been using for protection this whole time. And like it lands in her blood. So now he picks up his axe, shoos away the birds. He looks all crazy and sad and whatever. But he's covered in Rika's blood. Satoko comes back out, thinks he killed her, and is like, I knew it. I fucking knew it. You're killing people. Da 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 da. You're fucking crazy. Blah 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 blah. All this other shit. Okay, but hear me out, book 4, the one all about Oishi. Stop. Not gonna lie, I forgot the ending of this one. Yeah, it was really good, wasn't it? But yes, so the big questions in this one is, how did Keiichi survive, and why didn't Teppei die? Like, the chapter is so good, because, like, you feel, like, how fucking crazy Keiichi must feel. Because, like, there's, like, a solid chapter, 2 chapters maybe, where Keiichi is just explaining everything that's going on in him mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually, when he's like plotting this murder, carrying out the murder, burying the body, going home, trying to pretend like nothing is, like everything's gonna be fine, like all this other shit. The constant paranoia he's getting that like if someone finds the body, they're gonna be able to track it back to him. And then he goes to school and everyone's like, yeah, the festival is so fun, right, Keiichi? I mean, when you won that prize, it was super cool. And he's like, I wasn't at the festival. And everyone's like, yeah, you were. We had game night. You were there. Remember, Satoko's the only one that couldn't come. And he's like, where was Satoko? Oh, at home with her uncle, remember? And he's just like, it's like everyone is in on it except him. And he like starts to lose his mind a little bit. It gets to the point where he's going to go dig up the body to make sure with himself that he killed him. And when he's doing that, he gets caught by the cops. And he's like, well, fuck it. If I'm going to jail, at least I won't know I'm crazy. But they can't find a body. They can't find it. It's like it didn't happen. But Keiichi knows it happened. Because, like, his bike and whatever got damaged, right? His bike is all dirty. The axe is... He's like, he can't figure out why. And so those are the big questions. Why was people dying, too, when he was wishing for it? He thinks he had powers that time, too. I forgot about that a little bit. But, like, how did Keiichi survive that gas leak? Because, like, when he wakes up after falling off that bridge, he's in, like, a riverbed. Low ground, right? Where they... Because everyone dies because of a gas leak. Like, the swamp had a bubble, boom, gas leak, everyone's dead now. And so, like, when they're questioning him in the hospital, they're just like, but, like, how... You can't be there. You can't be where you said you were. And he was just like, but I was. I woke up there, wandered around, and saw you guys in the hazmat suits. And they're like, yeah, but like, if you were there at the position you're talking about, you should have been the first one to go. Because that's like, you're nearest the gas leak. You were on low ground too. It would have got to you the fastest. But yeah. So, wonder how that happened. Satch moment. Keiichi the badass. I remember that one too. We were reading it. And then someone was like, why is he running? Like, why is Satoko being so crazy right now? And we're like, oh, because he thought he killed Rika. And then the next comment I see is just, Rika's fucking dead! Wonder if he was jumping between timelines. Another great theory. I like it. I like it. Alright. And here we have the last of the question arcs. Hima Tsubushi. The time-wasting arc. This is the only... or the first book we've had so far where we aren't in Keiichi's point of view. This one we are in Akasaka Mamoru's point of view, and this happens 5 years earlier than all the other books have so far. Like, the other ones were in 1983, right? 83? This one is 1975 then, or whatever the fuck. Wait, 1997, that's a lot more years. Hold on. 1978? 78, I think would be right. Getting all Steins Gate on us. 78, thank you. I can do math. I can do this. Alright. Akasaka Mamoru is an inner-city detective assigned to rescue Noi Toshiki's grandson, who is a government official. While waiting for his informant to guide him through this town, he meets a younger Rika, who helps show him around the village. While there, he meets Ooshi, who will be helping him find the missing kid. While at the shrine, Rika threatens Akasaka while they are alone, saying to leave Hinamizawa or bad things will happen. Thinking she was kidding, he continues the investigation. A few days later, Toshiki's grandfather has given in to the demands of the kidnappers and has ended the dam construction. Deciding to spend his last few days in Hinamizawa anyway, Akasaka attends the Watanagashi festival with Rika. While there, Rika predicts the deaths and disappearances of many people, and also the names and dates of important events that have yet to happen. She also tells Akasaka her one true wish, to break the cycle. Akasaka leaves the festival feeling confused. He tries to call his pregnant wife, but all the communications have seemed to have been cut off. He later finds out his wife has passed away that night as he returns to Tokyo. 5 years later, Akasaka and his child meet up with Ooshi, and they recall everything that happened about the great Hinamizawa disaster. The two decide to fulfill Rika's wish and solve the mystery, writing the book that they would call Higurashi When They Cry. And the big question in this one, and I don't think you can argue with this one either, how did Rika know? How did she know all this shit was gonna go down? She was popping off, like, Keiichi's gonna move here in this year. Like, Satoko's uncle's gonna do this. My parents have already died. Satoko's parents are gonna die next year. This is gonna happen then. She had it all memorized. She knew. Oh yeah, I thought that Rika was reliving the same timeline, that kind of stuff. That definitely was the vibe. It's because Rika's just fucking creepy. Oh, good, you know, good shit. Good theory. Good theory. Rika's just fucking crazy. Memorize is an interesting word there, isn't it, though? Isn't it? But yeah, I don't know. This one is alright. I didn't mind this book. My favorite is still 3. I think the order of my favorites are 3, 1, 4, 2. If I had to say it. This is also what I feel to be the shortest of the question arcs. It was the fastest read, I would say. She's gaslighting us. Again. What do you mean? I'm just stating facts. No, it was nice to finally have one about Ooshi. You're so rude. Why do you like him anyway? She would never. You're right. I would never gaslight you guys. Ever, ever, ever. Ever. Alright. So where do we go from here, right? We have all the questions. The mystery's been set up for us 4 different times with 4 things happening. Things switch to the interlock. They switching around. We go down the answers. We gonna do the answer arcs, baby! We're gonna start with Maikashi, Sumuroboshi, then Minagoroshi, and Matsurubayashi. And by the end of Matsurubayashi, we should have a very good idea of what's happening. The art though, right? Isn't this art nice? This is the one they used on like the light novels. Let's go answer arc, right? Yes, get hype, get hype. Oh, I'm so excited to start reading these with you guys. And I say by the end of Matsurubayashi that we should have a very good idea, but maybe not the whole idea. Maybe not. I don't know. I haven't read it myself. Like I said, all my knowledge comes from the anime that I've read and like, or not anime that I've read. The anime that I've watched, and I read a few of the arcs in their manga form. There's light novels? Yes, there's light novels. Very nice, right? Yo, who's that last panel? That's... You don't recognize her? I'll leave it at that. And I say we should have a good grasp on the story because... There is one more final book after we've read all the questions and all the answers. There's one more big, like, this is the final chapter. You will have everything done here. Higurashi How. I say How and Ray, but we're gonna read just How Plus, because How Plus literally has everything that Ray has just inside How, so. Alright, you get me? You feel me? Picking up what I'm putting down? Good, good, good. But yeah, so even after we get through all the answer arcs, there's one more final chapter we get to read. Isn't that fun? I'm so excited! And I have no idea who that girl is. She's not in the anime, nor any of the manga that I read. So I have no fucking idea what's in this book, this last one. So that's exciting. Epilogue, basically. From what I understand, it's like, I tried not to read too much about what's in this one, but from what I could see, it's like there's a couple what if chapters, which is the Ray part. There's like what ifs. How will show us how we could have solved it, I think, or something like that. And then give us any final wrap up we need. Oh no, suspense. Yeah, no, I'm really excited for that one. Because again, I have no idea who that girl on the cover is. You gonna laugh. I told my Japanese tutor that we're going through Higurashi. Oh, what'd they have to say? Said, aren't those like really old? They are really old. Yes. But I like how he knew what it was. Because like that goes back to it. Like Higurashi, I don't know. I don't even know what to compare it to for like us here in the States. But like when it came out, it was a big deal. Like a lot of people in Japan like knew about it. Maybe like Twilight? And maybe that's a good comparison to say like, oh yeah, no. Like even if you weren't reading or into books, you knew what Twilight was. You know what I mean? Like when Higurashi came out, it was like that. Like it was big. It was popular. I know when the anime started, it got really big over here. But like, and a lot of people had reservations about the anime, saying like, oh my god, they were just like capitalizing on like the gory parts and all this and that, and not the mystery, or not the characters getting to solve it, like all that other stuff. Can't wait for What If. Keiichi got some maiden instead of trauma. They also clown at me for watching Cowboy Bebop and Trigun. Yeah, see? Troji. Ugh. Oh yeah, what was I gonna say? Oh, there was a fun fact I was going to give at the beginning, and I kind of forgot. So the 7th expansion, the producers who do all the visual novels, like the ones we're reading, they got the job because the guy who wrote Higurashi thought that their art was super cute. And the guy who wrote this, I forget his name. I'm so bad. I should have looked all this up and had it in the PowerPoint. I'm so sorry. But anyway, the guy who wrote Higurashi, all of it, he was a big fan of like Clannad and Air and whatever. He's like, his favorite thing was reading like really cute slice of life visual novels that went really dark. Like something happens and all of a sudden everyone's life is inside out. He said that was his favorite thing. And he wanted to write something like that, but crank it up to 11. Right? Ryukishi? Yeah, that sounds right. That sounds right. And so like, when he was writing it, he was constantly looking for like a studio to produce the art that would be super cute. Because he's like, Higurashi needs to look cute, so that way when the shit starts going down, it's like super jarring. You need, like, if you're not gonna be scared, you're gonna be uncomfortable. And I'm like, that's so genius. I love that. That's your fun fact? By the God. Well, yeah, I don't know. I thought it was fun. It's like Higurashi walks so Doki Doki Literature Club could run. I thought it was a good fact. I'm sorry. And then I have one final slideshow here, or slide, to just kind of be like, so Higurashi, when they're like, oh, I love the Higurashi art style, you gotta hit them with the, which one? Which one? Higurashi walks so school life could stab you in the back. Yeah, that's another good one. That's another good one. But yeah. It's gotten through some different studios, huh? The top left there is the original incarnation, though. That's what the original visual novel, the sprites looked like. The art's changed so much, right? Right? Oh yeah, she became a redhead at one point. Yeah. Yeah. Like, starting at the very left top there. If you go through those like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Those are like the 6 arenas. That very last one there is from like the newest gacha game or whatever. Where it's like not even a visual novel anymore, but you know, I'd include it. I'm gonna lie, glad they changed the art a little bit. Top leftmost is too chibi, right? Yeah. Yeah. Well, I mean, it's what he wanted. He's like, I want this to be so fucking cute that when the shit happens, boom. The 4th one in is the one that is the version that we're reading. So, you know, at least there's that. I do really like the 5th one there. That's like the same art style they use for Higurashi Go and Sotsu, which is like the newest anime seasons. I'm sure it's some mod I could get, but like, it ain't worth that much trouble. You can really tell he liked Clannad, right? Right? And then at the top right there, that's all the different seasons of anime, or like anime that the Higurashi cast showed up in. Because like, Higurashi is kind of sort of connected to a few other animes. I'm not knowledgeable enough, so I'm not going to talk about them, but like, yeah. Oh yeah, and then at the bottom left there, that is what, that's kind of the manga, that's what they look like. Next one in, that's the light novel art. And then this 3D model here is actually from a game. It's from Higurashi, I think it's called Higurashi no Nakokoro ni The Outbreak. It's like a beat-em-up game. I really wanted to play it, but like I can't find it anywhere. Like not even like an emulator or anything. It's like not lost media, but it feels like lost media. Like no one talks about it. No one has it. When was the silver one though? The bottom right? Oh, shut up. Shut the fuck up. Currently eating? Good shit. What you eating? Of course, there's a beat 'em up Higurashi game. Yeah. See if you can find it for me. Oh, hell yeah. Because if you can find it, I'll definitely play it. Yeah, because, like, I know I saw gameplay for it once and I thought it was a fever dream because I never saw it again. I saw it was like Satoshi beating up Reina in like a 3D beat 'em up thing, and I'm just like, was that real or did I just dream that? What the fuck? Oh, and then there's the figure right there. Oh, and this one here in the middle, kind of where like I'm looking right now, that like little turnaround, that was her in the OVAs. Because there is some Higurashi the Virus OVAs or something. I haven't watched them. From what I understand, they're not needed. They're kind of just extra fluff. The what? What do you mean? Eating soup. Hot ass weather. I had chicken noodle soup the other day for breakfast. Help though. Sorry, I cannot help. It's a third-person shooter based on one of the Gundam games. Higurashi the what? The Virus, I think it was called? Or Higurashi something something? It's like a 3-part OVA. It was just like a side story thing that wasn't canon from what I understand. So like I never fucking watched it. But yeah, it was just like, think like Higurashi, but instead of like Oyashiro-sama, it was a zombie apocalypse. Like that's what they were dealing with. It was just zombies. It was something like that. Yeah, I didn't bother with it. But yeah, so that's what I got for you guys. I hope you feel all caught up now. Yeah, we feel good, we feel strong. Higurashi, but normal. Right, the zombie thing makes it normal. You're right, you're right. Hold on, let's go to my chatting screen. We can hang out for a bit. Yay, Pachi, 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 right? Oh my god, I'm so excited to start reading the answer arcs with you guys. Like, cause like, I watched the anime, and I fucking loved it, right? Oh shit. I scooted way over. So like, I'm excited to like actually read now the questions that we got. Higurashi but COD zombies. Yeah, basically. From what I understand, that's what the OVAs are about. So I'm just like, yeah, I don't need it. It's not canon anyway. I'm not gonna fuck with it. But yeah. Who's your guy? Okay, what was your guys' favorite of the question arcs? Because I know we haven't seen the answers yet. I can't tell you about my favorite arc overall because we haven't gotten to it, but like, out of the question arcs, mine's definitely Totorogoshi. They're all pretty good. Oh, that's a pussy answer. But I'm glad you like them all. I think the one that you guys... Look, if I had to guess, as a whole, you guys had the most reactions when we were reading the second one. Watsunagashi. See you with a wink with Riz. Oh my god. Riz, stop. The Rina and Satoko one? Oh, the first and the third one? Wait, do I have music on this page? I do. Hold on. Sorry, I had double music going. I didn't even realize. There we go. There we go. Good? Or is that too loud? That might be too loud for you guys. Hold on. There we go. Alright. That being said, book one really felt like it took so long to get the actual plot. It's true. It's true. And that is like a common complaint. I feel like a lot of people feel that same way. Like, and I was watching like a girl doing like an analysis of the story. And she was showing numbers of like the player fall off between like Higurashi, like in the first book, like chapters 1, 2, 3, and then boom, gone. Like no one kept reading after that. It was crazy, the fall off. Which sucks because it's like I understand why he did what he did, right? He did that so like when things start going weird, you really feel for Keiichi. Like, it's been a normal slice of life book for these past 10 hours. What the fuck do you mean Reina might have chopped off someone's arm? You know? The moon is shining. The second one's your favorite? Oh yeah, you really like Mama Mion and Shion, huh? I forgot that Shion was like your girl. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I can't believe how long Watsunagashi was. Sorry. Like, we were reading the last few chapters of that, like, the last 2 streams of that each took like 3.5 hours. They were so thick. Shion, my beloved. Mion's pretty good. It was really nice when she showed her more feminine side. With that Shion alter. Stop, Muffin. You gotta accept that Shion's a separate person. You gotta. But yeah, no. Out of like all those, all the answer ones too. I will say that the answer that we get for the Watsunagashi, the Shion and Mion question, it's really fucking cool. I hope you guys like it as much as I thought it was super interesting when I was watching the anime and learning how the fuck that happened. Wait, Shion's a separate person. Stop! You know they're separate. Stop it. Hold on, let me get a sip. Y'all are driving me nuts. Making me fucking wild, bro. She's gaslighting us again. How can you have a good it's not a good Higurashi stream if I don't gaslight you, right? But I'm not gaslighting right now. I'm not. They're separate people. You gotta, like, accept it. You gotta. Or, like, these answer arcs are really gonna fuck you up if you don't believe that they're separate people. You're really gonna get fucked up, I swear. The gaslighting queen. Let's go. Oh, my god. But at least now I can kind of tell you. My favorite character is Satoshi. It's always been Satoshi. I think he's really cool. And I can't wait for you to get to see what he did. Gaslight, gatekeep, goon, girl. I'm begging you. I'm begging you. Stop. Because somebody new is going to come in and be like, Goon Queen? What? Gross. Cringe. I'm out. And I'm going to have to explain. I'm like, no, come back, please. Almost got you to say it. Stop it. It's alright, Queen. They drinking copium. Thanks. If no one got me, I know Ryusu got me. Hell yeah. Alright, so Reese's favorite is Shion. Who's your guys' favorite, like, character? It doesn't have to be a main one. I know Muffin likes Uishi. Risu likes Shion. Who's everyone else's favorite? Was it Keiichi? You can say Keiichi. Oh my god, that's right, too. We still haven't gotten to see Keiichi's sprite. Like, like, I know you know what he looks like because I've shown you pictures, but, like, the answer books, if we get one that he isn't, like, his point of view, we're actually gonna get to see his sprite. It's gonna be so wild. We're gonna be like, Keiichi, we're gonna feel naked without being in Keiichi's head. It's gonna be so different. We're not gonna be... There's one other thing that I remember, too, from when I was watching the answer arcs, and it's that, like when you're Keiichi, and he's like, oh my god, if I look to the left or to the right, like, are they gonna know that I'm looking for something? Are they gonna know that I'm, like... And, like, he thinks that his sweat is giving him away, and all this other small, minute detail shit that he thinks they're looking at him, and he, like, we're in his head, right? So we hear him, like, fucking being paranoid, like, paranoia about it. And then the answer arc, when we're not in his point of view, and we're in somebody else's, and we're just looking at him, they're gonna be like, wow, Keiichi seems nervous anyway. Like, that's something I remember happening a lot, too, which is really fucking funny. Bro, I didn't know there's been a single game where I actually liked Really? Oh no! See, I never hated him. Like, even in the anime, sometimes I actually felt bad for him. Like, in the anime, when we're going through, like, the first book in the anime version, like, I feel kind of bad for him, because he was generally like, they were my friends. Why would they try and kill me with a sewing needle? I always get you, and you're back. Oh my god. You are so naive, Keiichi Maibara. Wait, did no one like Keiichi? That's crazy to me. I never thought he was bad, but, like, Satoshi is way cooler. I think the third book, he was the smartest, but even then he was really edgy. You didn't like the whole 115 seconds, that's all it's gonna take? You didn't like that speech? I fucking loved it. Maybe I'm just more about the edge than you. Maybe. The same way I'm like, oh, Class of 09 is so good. I like it when he's being a badass. I did like Crazy Maibara. I mean, Keiichi. Right? They're the same thing. So, like, badass / crazy, is that, like, moments where, like, at the end of the book 1, where we just hear a bat hitting some squelching noises, and Keiichi going, that isn't her anymore, it's just a pile of meat. That isn't her anymore, it's just a pile of meat. Like, is that Keiichi cool? I like that Keiichi. I like it when they fucking are just batshit insane. That shit's fucking nice. Oh, nice. You know? I'm friends with an edgelord. I already gotta temper my edge every day. Edgy Maibara was cool. It's a cold line as fuck, right? I like it. Oh, but yeah. Monday we're gonna start reading the first answer arc, by the way. My Sabashi, or whatever the fuck it's called. Oh, if you're ready. I'm so ready! Oh my god. Book club is back! Book club is back! Yes! Yes! Sorry. I'm good. I'm calm. Good. I don't mind it when he's actually not insane, but the edge is really silly. Yeah, that's fair. I can't expect everyone to like it. That's fair. Looking forward to it. My body is so ready. Yes! And then even before Monday, Friday, we get to play some Muse Dash. Saturday, we're playing Zenless Season 2. And then it's PowerPoint night with Maylin and a bunch of Killer. I forgot Killer is joining us now for PowerPoint night. Maylin and Killer are going to be doing their thing. We're going to PowerPoints, and there's a bunch of other people. I'm so excited! And Sunday, I have a rest day because there's a lot going on. And I'm just really happy, though. I'm super excited to be streaming. Yay! Looking forward. Yay! But yeah, okay. This was nice chatting. Thank you. I think I am gonna wrap it up. I'm happy that we went as long as we did, though. I'm glad I got to yap about Higurashi for this long. And I hope you found something interesting, or I hope you learned enough about the question arcs that you will be joining us as we read the answer arcs. Yay! Looking forward to all the streams. Thank you. Me too. Alright, guys. As I said, next stream will be Friday night. We are going to be playing Muse Dash. Yes, until next time. So I hope I can see you there for Muse Dash. But if I don't, of course, I hope I see you in the next one. And whenever I see you, okay? Hope you all have a good night, a good evening. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.